The legal standard is entirely impartial. And you'll hear attorneys use that during jury selection. You know, we're looking for a panel of jurors that can be entirely impartial. And we tell them everyone comes into the courtroom with bias, with life experience that makes you feel one way or the other. And what we are genuinely trying to do, and I know there's a lot of public distrust, and they think, oh, the attorneys are trying to stack the cards. They're trying to get all pro plaintiff, and the defense is trying to get all pro defense. I think the defense is probably trying to get all pro defense. But from our perspective, I can authentically say we are trying to get 12 entirely impartial, open-minded individuals that will listen to the witnesses, evaluate credibility, listen to the evidence, and come with an open mind to really try and get it right. Figure out what the dispute is and get it right.
Yeah. And I think, you know, by and large, juries do get it right. I really believe in our system. So let's talk about that. Why is the jury system so important? Why is it so important that people actually do it and sit on the jury and say yes and do the things? And why, you know, the jury system right now is under attack, as is the whole judicial arm of government. Give us your soapbox. Okay. Give us a soapbox talk.
So I tell all of my friends, you need to show up for jury service, and you need to not argue for hardship and not make up some bias when you hear the facts because you're trying to get dismissed, because it's important.
And let me just interrupt you, Andrea, real quick. I also want to say judges can tell when you're trying to get out of jury service. So we're assuming that will work if people just make up lies and say that they're biased. But a lot of times judges will not actually let that person go for expressing those types of things that just seem made up or a little bit off the wall.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that, but that's not an automatic out. A lot of judges will be like, no, I'm sorry. I don't really believe what you're saying. I think you just don't want to do this. And that's not actually illegal. Like you said, it doesn't rise to the legal standard of being excused. But anyway.
Yes. And judges will make clear that they're calling your bluff in a very public setting in front of 75 other members of the community. And it can be quite uncomfortable to watch. Yeah. So agreed. Do not make up stories to try and get out for, apparent bias that you clearly are not selling very well.